was the fire?
On initial attack, when we got here, the fire department was here on probably 2 acres. It's increased in size now up the mountain, probably looking at 5 acres now.
Wow. So do you guys have an idea of what caused the fire?
Not at this time. We've been concentrating on trying to find a way to get this thing under control. We haven't looked at any cause yet.
Mm-hmm. Looking at it, it just looks like a bunch of hot spots around, but at any point, was it just one large continuous blaze?
Well, right now, the bottom end of the fire where we're at here is pretty much contained, and it's burning itself out. We've got a lot of snags, and that's what you're seeing now. The wind's picking up, and it's throwing embers out of those snags all across everywhere on our line, so we're having to deal with that. The main fire is up top. It's running to some rock cliffs up here on the top. Now we're dealing with it up there. Hopefully going to get it contained up there tonight.
Do you guys have an idea of around what time the fire started?
I'm not sure what time. I got the call on it 6 o'clock, so it probably started somewhere at 5:30. Fire department would probably have that.
Great. I see we have a house right here. Did you guys have to evacuate them, or did the fire department evacuate them?
Several. The fire department took care of that before we ever got. There's a snag falling now.
When you say snag, what's
A tree.
Trees, okay. Are they knocking the trees down, or are they falling on their own?
So what's happening there is the fires went through and it's burned the root system out from under the trees, and those trees are falling now and falling back into the land, and that's another danger we got to look for out here in the dark.
So you guys are going to be out here for several hours.
We're going to be out here all night tomorrow. I've already got crews lined up for tomorrow coming in here.
Even with the fire somewhat under control, I mean, how great or how big is the threat to the residents?
Right now, it's a big risk. We don't have any good containment line on it with a tractor. All we're doing was handwork right now. So rock cliffs, real dangerous, steep terrain. Got houses above us here, houses on both sides of it. It's several in danger. Hopefully, we're going to contain it up here in these rock cliffs tonight, and be where we can baby it a little bit better tomorrow in the daylight and see what we got.
Mm-hmm. Approximately how many guys are working on this right
now? I don't know. I've got a 10-man crew up here and 2 bulldozers on this flank. I'm not sure if the fire department's got several of them along the way here guarding these houses.
When's the last time your department specifically had to respond to a forest fire of this magnitude?
Well, the biggest fire, of course, was 3 years ago. We had at Pinnacle Mountain when it burned. This mountain here had a fire on it 15 years ago, maybe. It was a pretty significant fire, but that was before it was developed.
Gotcha. Is there an estimated time you think that this would be under control?
It won't be under control until we get in here and mop everything up. It may take a couple of 3 days, but according to how things go tonight, hopefully it's going to lay down here. The humidity is getting higher. Wish we'd get a little rain on it and slow it up, but we'll be working it throughout the night and into the end of the day tomorrow.
Now, I'm not seeing any hoses out in this specific area right now.
Right.
Are they putting something out that's causing the fire or just letting it burn?
No, it's just containment lines. Like I said, we put in hand lines on both flanks and tractor line where we could, and then we got into the rock cliffs. The tractors couldn't go any further. So right now, just basically working off of hand lines in there, and everything's burning out to the hand lines right now, and that's why you're seeing these little hot spots.
Great. So tell me, because I don't know, what exactly is a hand line or containment line?
Hand lines, we've got crews in here with the fire rakes and shovels and actually digging a line and digging a fire break 3 to 5 feet wide and creating a break in the fuel. And so the fire gets to the rake, it goes out. The problem with that, she only got 3 feet to work with on a hand line. So the tractor line's better, but there's no place to put one in here tonight.
I see you guys got some machinery right there. How dangerous is it trying to get that machinery up this cliff?
Yeah, it's very dangerous. You can't see out of them in the dark. They're running into these rock cliffs. Those dozers will go good on ground. They don't go good on rock, so they'll start to slide, potential of rollovers and that kind of thing. It's real slow going at night on a dozer. but they went as far as they could, got into the rock cliffs with it. There's really nothing else we could do in here with it tonight, so we're relying on our hand crews right now to get a handle on this thing up there in the rocks, and it's looking pretty good, but hopefully the wind's going to lay down here in a little while.
And again, you said it spreads about 5 acres.
We're looking at about 5 right now, I think. We just really hadn't mapped anything out yet. It's initial attack, so.
Anything else you want to tell me, sir?
We're just like, make sure everybody stays out of the area. We got a lot of equipment, everything coming and going. Everything should be fine, tonight. But if there's any further evacuation or anything, the fire department will notify everybody, take care of it.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Mr. Cassell. Definitely appreciate it.